Water isn't just something we drink. It's the vital resource that shapes our land, provides wildlife habitat, offers us opportunities for exploration, is essential for our food supply, critical for our economy, and keeps us safe. 2022 marks the 75th anniversary of the Utah Board of Water Resources, originally named the Utah Water and Power Board in 1947. The board administers revolving funds to develop new water projects and refurbish aging projects throughout the state of Utah.
Almost at every board meeting, our applicants are grateful for the board and the work that the board does and the funding that they provide, because it really goes to benefit the people of the local area.
There's nothing in my mind more important than water. And the Board of Water Resources has an incredible reputation of assisting to develop Utah's water rights. From the very, very smallest of communities, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 projects to multi-million-dollar projects. And without that funding, the water, in my mind, the waters of Utah would not be beneficially used to the degree that they are now. It's hard to drive throughout the state without running into a project that was funded by the Board of Water Resources.
To date, the Board of Water Resources has provided funding for around 1,600 projects, with a total dollar amount of almost $1 billion. Currently, the board is in the process of providing funding for water providers to install meters on all pressurized secondary water connections in the state, which is a requirement from the legislature to be met by 2030. The board also funds projects such as cloud seeding, dam safety upgrades, water treatment plants, irrigation distribution systems upgrades, and stormwater systems.
Some of the standout ones include like Quail Creek or Sand Hollow in southern Utah. We've also had great projects out in Vernal where we helped with reservoirs and pipelines out there. It's pretty exciting, all of the efforts that have been put in place because of the board funding.
The Murdoch Canal project was a very good project. We participated in that when I was on the board, where we piped it and put the Murdoch Trail on top of it. And that became more of a way of transmitting water from the mouth of Provo Canyon to the Jordan River, and yet it gave a public aspect to it with the trail.
Well, it's a privilege and opportunity for me to be able to serve as chairman of the board for their 75th year anniversary. I just look back at the work that's been done and reflect back on the Wasatch Front. And just look at what our forefathers did in that regard and wonder what would happen had they not had the foresight to implement some of the water projects that have been done, and that's been replicated across the state.
It's really great to be here right now, to know that this dam behind us that was built by the federal government now needs some upgrades that the federal government won't pay for, and our board is able to help. And we're going to get to watch what happens over the next few years and know that so many water users benefit from the water that comes through this dam. So we're helping them all. It's just really, is it fun? I guess it's fun for me to be a part of Water Resources at its 75th anniversary.
75 years, well, being 75 years old, I think that's quite an accomplishment that the board was able to be established and be able to prosper and continue for 75 years without a lot of major modifications. I think it was set up to do a purpose, and it's from day one to today, it's still doing the same purpose and providing the needs of water needs for the state of Utah.
I am excited and humbled when I think about the last 75 years. The work that the board has done, the projects and the impact that they've made is just incredible, and I'm really looking forward to the next 75.
Join us in celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Board of Water Resources. We would like to thank the state of Utah for their continued support for projects that will improve how the state uses our most precious and vital resource. For more info about the board and other water topics, visit water.utah.gov.